position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Play action on first down. He's going to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Right on the money. Running through contact. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here's a heat. Got his man out of the backfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fires on the move. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. It's complete to the left. Give him 6. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback can...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a catch at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here comes the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I know everybody drew that one up, right? Like, oh, they're going to run an option, and they're going to pitch it to the big fella tight end and let him take it in for a touchdown. Nice creativity by this offense. Caught the defense off guard, and the big fella does the rest and punches it in for a rushing touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Using his feet to buy time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
This one's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds his tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense changing the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rushes on him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the point after.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. On target to the left. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take it.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Working that left side now. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They'll go hurry up here. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back on the option, the give. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Here's a 1st down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Wingo. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The sure hands, it's Moore. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. To get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. So that'll do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves this.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over first and goal at the 1. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they pull forward on fourth down, especially during these situations.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Wingo. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quarterback adapting. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip they've got it on the 22.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They're up 35 to 24. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To throw at St. Clair. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Man, a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
Well, the sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars, too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, create separation. They find them, and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. And the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. For a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Holds it in on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
This is a designed run.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Got his man on the right. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the 4th quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Because productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking left. It's caught.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And the quarterback takes a knee.